I choose Saber. Boom. Hello.
Saber, great!
Hello gamers, we're back. Sorry it took a while, but yes, I am gonna be covering Grey Lily in this video. Now, I picked Saber, so we'll see if I manage to cover Lancer properly here. Maybe we'll somehow take a look at both kits, assuming there's any difference. Saber is the one I picked, and that's what I'll probably title this video to. So yeah, let's try, because this is a bit tricky. It's not like a normal impression, but we're gonna hopefully understand everything here anyway. So let's level her up and take a look. Although obviously there won't be too many changes because welfare, but still. Oh, there's a tiny heart next to her. Oh, she's got other like visual effects too. All right, the fate time. The one thing that we can see that changes. Let's go. Oh, wow. All right. It's pretty cute. Very bright, actually. There's a lot of sunlight in this one. It kind of even bleeds into her hair from the background. So yeah, this is the only battle sprite we have. It's not bad. Pretty basic, but yeah, it works. The FGO girl pose. It is a fairly common-ish one, I would say. I'm not even going to comment too much on the aesthetics because my chat's just in a really, really weird mood right now, and I'm kind of not really having it at all. I'm sorry, but it's a cute one. It works, so I'll just leave it at that. But let's talk about gameplay afterwards then, because this should be cool. I don't honestly know anything about her kit. Like, I've been forced to use her a lot of the event main story battles, but whenever I have to use her, I just kind of look away when I press her skills or the animations. It's a really scuffed way of like trying not to spoil myself because I wanted to save it all for this first impression. But yeah, now we get to see it all. But okay, let's see. So we have Saber here, 10.9k attack with 1k foes on max level. It's on the good side of 4-star Sabers. There's a lot of Sabers that are like high 9k, which she is also at, like, you know, without foes. Deck wise, is it a lot of green and red again, like Assassin? Red and blue, half and half. Surely the MP is still red though, right? Okay, so the MP is still red. So, hit counts, we have 3 on Buster, 4 on Arts, 4 on Quick, and 5 on Extra, with the MP gain being 0.42. Okay, it's alright, the gains. Nothing crazy. Now, let's talk passives. Oh, there's quite many. Huh. Some basic ones, but some not so basic ones. First of all, Magic Res A. We got 20% debuff rest, very cool. Riding B for 8% quick, which is not that great. I mean, the number is good, but the effect itself is kind of whatever because she only has 1 quick card. Independent action A plus for 11% crit damage. That's pretty nice. Then we have some kind of unique passive that gives her MP per turn. Oh, not the first 4-star to have one of these, but still kind of rare. 3% per turn permanently. And then what is this? Is this Buster card MP gain up? I think that's exactly what it is. Wow, that is oddly specific, and it's 10%. Odd choice, because normally Buster obviously has 0% MP gain, unless you lead with something else, but interesting. I mean, her Buster was what? It's only 3 hits, though, and there's 2 of them, so I wouldn't say this is honestly that big. I assume it's mostly like a lore thingy, but yeah, kind of a bad passive, unfortunately. Would have been nice to be on the arts, then it would have been actually pretty significant. But the other passives, pretty nice, especially for a welfare, actually. Still, I would say better than most of them. Good overall. She is anti-assassin on the append. I wonder why. Is it because of her original form or something else? But it's a common class, so that's the Solace, and you get it for free because she's a welfare. But besides that, nothing too... It's not a great use case regardless. All right, let's talk about the MP. We don't have a lot of lines. It removes enemy defensive buffs first. Is that what I'm reading? Wow, okay. And then does... This is anti-undead, right? Is super effective to undead, scaling with overcharge, and then refunds a little bit afterwards. So it's the same thing, like Assassin also had anti-undead. It wasn't on the MP, but it was a power mod on a skill, I believe. But now it's super effective on the MP instead. Unfortunately, not a great anti-thing to have, because undead is kind of whatever. There is Summer Wu, true, who can brute force it on enemies. But besides that, undead is not super common, at least not on bosses, sometimes on normal enemies. I guess some ghosts can be Lancer as well, to give her like the best case scenario. Also, this is AoE. Did I mention that? This is an AoE MP damage wise. 4 hits AoE. The super effective it does scale. It's 150 to 200, so it's the standard range at overcharge. And then it's a 10% refund after the MP, but only for herself. It's not like it's AoE. I mean, it's basic, but I do actually really like that it removes defensive buffs before damage. It being AoE as well is very cool with that. So that's actually kind of luxurious to have on a welfare DPS, I would say. Like buff removal like that. It's not a full strip. It is only defensive buffs. But still, it makes it easier to land the MP. Now, a lot of the times, if it's a boss, they might just have box defense anyway, like defense up, damage cut, dodge, etc. But if they can be removed, then hey, bonus value. So far, not super impressed, but certainly not bad either, actually. Let's see skills next. So we have Buster and Quick Up. Really? Wait, Quick? Despite only having one? So is this because of OG Grey? Because she had a similar thing, right? Well, that's a bit odd. So yeah, Self, Quick, and Buster up for 3 turns. And then debuff Immune, I believe, for 2 hits or 2 times 3 turns. 6 turn cooldown. 30% on the card types. So yeah, it's a bit awkward because she only has 1 quick card. So that 30% is semi-wasted, I want to say. But the Buster up is good at least. Mostly for the MP. Odd choice, but probably because of OG Assassin. So the lore kinda hurts her a little bit here, I guess. Decent-ish for a welfare, but nothing stand out on this one. MP damage, let's see it. Self MP damage up for 3 turns, attack up for 3 turns, and crit damage for 3 turns on a 5-turn cooldown. Okay, so uptime wise, we're looking pretty good. Numbers, 20% attack and MP damage and 30 on the crit. Actually decent. Very vanilla skill, but for a welfare DPS, decent values. And especially considering how good the uptime can be on this one. And I like that it's both attack and MP damage, which is sometimes a bit harder to get for a Buster DPS. Not bad. This is better than the first skill, that's for sure. And then a battery of sorts. Self battery, also self MP per turn for 3 turns, and stars per turn for 3 turns, and that's it. 6-turn cooldown. Numbers, 30% battery, 10% gauge per turn, and 10 stars per turn. Kind of wish it was like 15 or something. I feel like this maybe could have been a 10 or 5-turn cooldown. So that's the whole kit, huh? Kinda just good, but that's it. Again, welfare scale. Outside of welfare, I'm not sure if this is all that amazing. She is a free MP5 though, and she seemingly should be able to do some kind of buster looping with the 30%er. I want to say you won't really use her for bosses. She looks just very like just a basic AoE buster farmer. Single core as well, because she has nothing to offer the team, unfortunately. So multi-core is out of the question. Ah, she is on the sheet. Okay. I mean, the wave 3 damage is high, which makes sense because she can double dip into her second skill as well, which has both attack up and MP damage specifically with Oberon. So it makes sense that the wave 3 is high. Wave 1 and 2, they're okay. But again, remember, she's been compared to MP1s otherwise here. So it's a bit more generous than what it looks like. Like, I know it's an unfair comparison, but you look at her like compared to like MP1 Lagres. Even that already clears an MP5 fully. But again, it's Lagres, who's one of the best AoEs in the game. But still, honestly, still pretty good. So farming-wise, she can do some work. So there is that. So she's not completely, like, out of place. For welfare, looking good, yeah, for sure. But again, a lot of people will have invested into Lagres, and at that point, you will have no use for Grey whatsoever. So it depends on the account, but some accounts will definitely have some use for her. But let's take her for a spin. I, again, tried to avoid looking at the animations when she was a force support, so I still want to see those. So hopefully they look nice. Oh, there's the not Excalibur, I guess. Oh, there is a second one. Whoa, she gets like pumped up. Okay. There you go. So there's at least 2. Maybe they're just random and they're not like set for any specific skills. Oh my god, is it a grenade launcher as well? Oh, man. Oh, daggers. Whoa, surprising. And then, is that a katana? Whoa! Wow, we're seeing every weapon now. Another different sword? Where's the holy sword again? Let's see the MP. Okay. Pretty sure this was shown on the stream, but I already forgot what it looks like. Yeah. Well, there's the beam. Oh, there was a close-up on it. Sure. I mean, it's a welfare MP, and you can definitely tell. Like, a modern SSR beam wouldn't look like that, but sure. I mean, it's fine. Boomerang? Okay. Wow, the combo. Nope. Slam. Is that boxing gloves? Wow.
よーし、大勝利。
Daishori. That's Saber. Now I'm gonna do a small bonus here to look at Lancer a bit. I'm not gonna do the full like similar coverage because this video would be way too long, but I just want to get an idea of her. So I'm just gonna look at her kit through like Atlas next. If you don't want to see that and you were just here for Saber, because I'm probably gonna title this video based on Saber anyway. Saber seems fine. I'm not super impressed with anything with her, like whether it's the visuals or the gameplay or anything, just fine. I will say, this will sound brutal, but somewhat a forgettable welfare moving forward, I think. But farming numbers look okay, especially for a welfare, and at least there's that. But besides that, nothing too crazy, I'd say. So that's my impression of Saber. Kind of whatever, but we've had a lot of crazy welfares of the recent ones, so you know they had to tone it down a little bit at some point, so... Next up, I'm gonna real briefly take a look at Lancer and just give you some quick thoughts. Lancer, yeah, okay, so I'm immediately seeing differences because the attack is different, the deck is different. Assuming she has the same skill, the deck here is actually way better because it's double quick. Okay, MP, oh yeah, it was up because it's double quick instead of double arts. The one arts card is really good on gains though. Okay, so far I think this might look better, assuming the skill is similar, the first one. Less debuffers actually. Same crit damage, same MP per turn, and same... Ooh, okay, this one. She wins on this one. She gets MP gain on quick instead of buster and 10%. Yeah, that's a lot better than the buster one. So you lose one passive, and you lose a little bit of debuff rest, but I don't know, this might still be better. Oh yeah, let's see the FA as well, true. Oh, you can see Otto on this one. I don't, unless I was blind, I don't think you could see him on the Saber one, but there's the cube form again. Kind of peaceful, very modest. Oh, he was in the bag on Saber. Oh. Ah, so this is a bit different. So it is, again, 30% card types, but instead of debuff rest, you have Invul for 2 hits, 3 turns. Okay. I think I prefer this one, actually. Assuming... Wait, was she Buster as well? Yeah, okay, yeah. I think I prefer Invul rather than... debuff immune on Buster DPSs. Oh yeah, let me read the... If we're gonna do the same order, let's do the MP first. So, MP damage for 3 turns, going with overcharge. She ramps up, huh? Oh, and this is single target. Okay. Single target. So they changed the targeting too. Wow. This also removes defensive buffs before damage, right? Wow. Damage. This one is not anti-undead though. This one has no anti-trait, right? And does a buff block on the target for 1 turn and then refunds a bit. 10% MP damage for 3 turns, getting up to 30. It is ramp up, okay. 10% refund the same. Okay. I like this MP maybe even more, actually. Because this was by a DPS rather than a farmer. Self, MP damage attack, and... Oh, wait, she does get... Oh, it's a power mod now. But it's also Servant. Whoa, it's like Eris then. It's not just anti-undead, it's undead or Servant. Okay, that makes it a lot more usable. But it's only 20%, so the number isn't super high. 20% is kind of whatever, but hey, anti-Servant is anti-Servant, I guess. 3 turns each. Good uptime at the same 5-turn cooldown. These numbers, I believe, are the same as well. So the skills seem mostly the same, just with small tweaks. Same battery, same MP per turn, but then they changed the last one. It's healing per turn, 2k. Alright, I think I prefer maybe Stars. She's a bit more defensive than Saber for sure. I guess it makes sense because she's more boss focused. But maybe you could even find some kind of use for her on farming. Granted, I wish she had some AoE as well, because again, it's all self stuff. So multi-core is still a bit tough to pull off. And usually if you're going to bring a single target on farming, you'd prefer them to give something to the rest of the other DPS or DPSs as well. Bosses might be fine, honestly. Honestly, maybe Lancer is the better one of the two. I think Lancer might be the more usable one. Hard to say, really. Like, Saber farming numbers are decent, but Lancer might be better as a DPS on bosses than what Saber is as a farmer. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. This is actually pretty good for a welfare. But yeah, there you go. There's a bonus. I think she looks pretty good. Again, I'm not really going to fully cover Lancer here. I just wanted to take a look and understand what she does and whatnot, because I still want to keep this focused on this one I picked. So this is the Saber video. You probably won't see a full Lancer video. That was basically it. But yeah, she looks pretty good too. There's a bonus, so it's something better than nothing at least. But yeah, that's probably still a fairly lengthy video. That'll wrap up this first impression. So if you enjoyed it, thumbs up on the video always helps out, of course. And do subscribe not to miss out on future videos. We'll be back with more videos this week. You'll see more Tsukihime as well. Sorry for the break this week or the past week. Shout out to my patrons on the screen right now for supporting the content. And otherwise, good luck if you're still rolling on NA, enjoying the JP event or anything in between. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.